the best nightmare survival samurai build. Uh, it took me a while to get this build done. I used just some of the items from the tankiest samurai build video that I did because I was actually already starting to make this build. When I made that one, I was like, why not? I can make the tanky one along with it. So this is just some of these items are already you'll recognize. So first item is you have a water katana with your melee damage and oni damage, and you want Way of the Flame and Water Master, or you could use your moon katana with Moon Master and then Moon Cancel. I'm trying to learn how to do that, but once I learn how to do that, I'm gonna use that all the time. And then for your Forbidden Medicine, you want to use Blast Radius and Status Effect damage with Samurai Unlock, of course, so you can use it on Samurai. And then you want Black Powder Bombs. For your Samurai Charm, you want melee damage and Oni damage with Super Armor, so then you can pop reses and stuff like that without getting interrupted. And then Fire Master, so your Black Powder Bombs and Sticky Bombs do as much fire damage as possible. On your Sticky Bomb, you run Ghost Weapon damage with your Blast Radius increased on the Sticky Bomb, and then you do Increased Radius, which is at 50%, and that Increased Radius increases your Forbidden Medicine and your Sticky Bomb radius by 50%, so it doesn't just increase your Sticky Bomb. Then you use Fired Up, so the Sticky Bomb will actually set the enemies on fire, and then with the Fire Master on your Samurai Charm, giving an extra 25% fire damage, it does more damage than normal. Then you're gonna use the Mist of Yagata, which you want cooldown reduction and cooldown reduction on kill, because this takes a whole 2 minutes, and that's horribly long to wait. So then you run munitions because of your Forbidden Medicine. You use those quite often, and then so then, in survival, you only have a few set places. You have only a few amount of times where you can actually restore your bombs, so that's why you use your munitions. And then black powder for whenever you're in a tough spot and you need to get out, you can just knock everyone away from you. So yeah, that's the loadout. And there's really nothing better you could honestly use. Like, you can't really. This is just the best. We got obviously try to increase everything to the highest percentage possible. I don't have my Oni damage all the way up yet. I still need to do that. And same with blast radius on my sticky bomb. But once I do that, this will definitely be what I use the most. And techniques, of course, Raging Flame along with your legendary perk Resolve, and then your Hitchman's Fear Frenzy. Nothing else would really help, I think. I mean, yeah, just this is what you'd yeah, this is the techniques, and I'll show you guys a little gameplay. And I don't want to do nightmare survival because I don't want to leave on people. So I'll show you a gold survival, because I'd feel bad if I just left people after, you know, that wouldn't be cool with me. So let's do a gold survival here. Alright, I'll do. Well, actually, no.
I'll share any story with you.
Don't get mad at me. I'm gonna leave these guys, but you can't. Fair warning. Just because I don't want to be sitting here making an hour video on this thing. I feel. I don't want. That would make people want to watch it. So, yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna mute myself.
I have many legends for you to enjoy. Which of these legends interest you? Excellent choice.
Okay, that was random. I've never seen that happen. Connection issues, I guess. I don't know what that was.
Corruption ceased.
Thank you. We should not seek vengeance, but we will. Well done.
Ghosts never left
Good of you.
to die.
Samurai still lives.
The Oni is my level One foe fell. A ghost flew to strike another.
We should not seek vengeance, but we will.
The wounded ghost fell to the ground. The ghost stood ready to fight.
Into the shadows.
Though they were the last ghost standing, their resolve did not falter. Its final breath.
Alright, so those guys just freaking pieces of crap. These people suck, but man. I need to learn how to be good sportsmen, have good sportsmanship, and actually play correctly. Jeez. How in the hell are they playing Nightmare Survival? Like, that confuses me.
And clean kill.
Like, how are they high enough of a level to do that? That's the confusing part here.
The ghost butchered foe after foe.
Come on, I have to survive this next part, otherwise I can't really showcase this. You're not running from me.
The ghost down and Oni.
Ten revives, no times down. Yeah, those guys just were booty, seriously. Those guys just sucked. Like, seriously, how are you that bad? Alright, so this is easily the best build for Nightmare Survival. Even in general, like even better than any other class. In my opinion, it's the best, and this is why. So what you do is, this may seem stupid at first, but you want the enemies to get inside the area. You want them to start taking control of the area, so they're all grouped up. So you'll see here, I just crouch and just highlight them to see when they're all there. So yep, I wait for these three. Come on, guys. Oh, they saw me. How? Okay. And then I use my black power bombs. Use my healing concussion bombs to get the guys that can sear low. Ultimate. Use this. There were two waves there. I think it looked like two waves.
The enemy's concentrated attack was successful. Oni's beating heart became silent.
Oh, I'm dead. Yep. Anyway. I just couldn't fully showcase it. That's fine. So that's the gist. If I actually had teammates that hadn't left, that would have worked out well. It would work out splendid. And if there weren't two waves. But whatever. So yeah, that's how it works. You wanna wait, and then you just use all your bombs and everything to to wipe
Listen
them out
while I
once.
recount an adventure of the ghosts.
The next one, I'm gonna show you guys probably the Parry build, which is primarily, so what you'd run is here, let me show you real quick. Get this right, not that. I need to build this all up first, so you need to realize that. So this may take me some time, because all these are primarily 110. So use Wrath of Saragami, because its water stance is great in the first place. When you use a regular parry disabled, but perfect parry becomes a chain of 3 attacks. So whenever you hit perfect parry, it's 3 attacks at once. So then you have perfect parry window and counter damage, and Wave the Flame. I have it 1 stance on. You change that once I get to 120. And then what you'd run on top of that is you'd run your Burning Blade. No, not Burning Blade. Intimidate. What am I saying? Intimidating counter. This is what you'd run. Run intimidating counter because it does damage to nearby foes. And then you'd run Burning Blade with it. And then so you do that. You run bow. I'm just using this one just because it's already 120 and I'm too lazy to get a different one that's more useful up higher, and there wouldn't be really one that's more useful, to be honest. Then you do a melee charm with perfect parry window again and counter damage. You're trying to get your perfect parry window up as high as physically possible. Then here you would run leeching parry, and then on top of leeching parry you would want to run combat regeneration. So then you have 2 different effects here, 2 different of your perks here would do with parry. Then you run Lady Sandra's Surprise, which you're not running this because the hallucination, that's nice, but this is the only other thing that gives perfect parry. Nothing else gives perfect parry. So that's why, increased perfect parry window. I've literally checked everything. So that's why you run Lady Sandra's Surprise, because of the increased perfect parry window. So then allows for a 36% increase in your perfect parry window, and then your cooldown reduction on kills 4 seconds, because you want to get this back as fast as possible, because there's that chance that they do get the hallucination, which could be extremely useful. And then the weakness makes your parry attacks even stronger. And then you just run a smoke because in the case you need to get away. And then on top of that you'd run black powder. So yeah, that's the next one. Once I get all that to 120, and then after that I'm going to probably show you guys the extremely strong ultimate build, which has to do with Masamune's Edge, and because of the melee attacks have a 20% chance to do double damage, you use your not this one, use either this technique, because then that would do 600% for one attack if the 20% counts. And then yeah, that's it. Oh, and then on the next one I'm going to show you guys, you're going to be running this, because this includes perfect parry window. So yep, that's what will be next anyway. Thank you guys for watching.